It's no reason for Chris Paul to be coming off the bench, G. It's absolutely no reason that makes sense for Chris Paul to be coming off the bench.
Why you say that?
Because, bro, like, the type of player that Chris Paul, don't get me wrong, I get it. You feel me? Bring Chris Paul off the bench, make the second unit look better. I get it. And that's how it's been looking. But Chris Paul, the type of player that anybody he play with is going to be better. You feel me? And you mean to tell me you want to start Draymond Green instead of putting Chris Paul with the two best off-the-ball shooters that's ever lived? You feel me? That one of the greatest passers that has ever played the game of basketball finally gets two unstoppable weapons like Steph and Klay, and you don't want to start them together because you want Draymond Green to come in and play this point forward role? And I get it, but it's like when Chris Paul on the floor, you got opportunities everywhere. When Draymond Green is playing the point forward, he's waiting for Steph to give him an opportunity. Like, he's waiting for Steph to create opportunities off the ball. Chris Paul on there playing with Steph and Klay, it's unlimited options.
But is Klay still the same Klay?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Klay worse when he played with just Draymond Green. This is the type of player Klay is. Klay needs to play with a big man, a 7-footer, where he can come off screens and get wide open looks, or he needs to play with a pure point guard like Chris Paul to get him wide open shots. Him playing in that flow type offense with Draymond Green and Draymond Green giving him the ball in the last second and he got to fling that shot up, it ain't been falling like it's been used to. And you got to think, Klay athletically, he's not as quick as he was, but that shot's still there. So it's like, why have a fake point guard? Don't get me wrong, G. I get it. Draymond does a lot of everything okay. You feel me? He dribble okay, he pass okay, he defend okay. Like, he's just okay. You feel me? Why have a fake point guard in with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson when you can come in and you can hit teams in the mouth from the jump? And then now you got your bench players come in and you could get that experience once we up. You feel me? Because you got to think offensively, I don't know, G. I would just say, like, defensively, we got Andrew Wiggins. You feel me? Damn near taller than Draymond Green. We got Andrew Wiggins that can play that defensive role. You feel me? And then offensively, now look, Chris Paul is a true point guard, and now you got more offense when you got Wiggins instead of Draymond Green, because Draymond offensively is nothing. I don't know, bro. I don't like seeing
about the Warriors shit I do and shit for sure. You know, you got that shit broken down, shit, and you got that shit broken down to a T for sure. Like I think Chris Paul is just old. You know what I mean? But he is like
I know you one of them people that think like that, G. Just because, well, I don't know if you think that all old people should eventually go to the bench, but I'm saying, like, if you still getting production, if you still as good as a point guard as you've ever been, you feel me? Right. Why should you just go to the bench just because you old? You feel me? And I think that's what Steve Kerr thinking too. I think Steve Kerr paying attention to the media narrative, and he was like, fuck it, we just gonna put Chris Paul on the bench. Because Chris Paul is going to make the bench look good. Like, this is Chris Paul. You feel me? You give him any weapon. You give him the wackest weapons, he's going to get them open shots and make them look good like he did with OKC. So, I feel like Steve Kerr wanted to appease the media and please Draymond Green and be like, well, look, this is a good coaching move. I'm the coach that sent Chris Paul to the bench. And now, look, the Warriors are the best team in the West. Because it was like, we was going to be the best team. I'm like, gee, we already got Steph Curry on the team. We already a championship contender. If you add a point guard like Chris Paul to add on to the Steph Curry effect, we was going to win these games anyway. You feel me? But you just want to move him to the bench, even though it's not the best coaching move. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And just to appease Draymond? And Draymond cool. He do the dirty work, bro, but I'm mad we getting deprived of seeing Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Chris Paul on the floor at the same time. And then look, when Steph and Chris is playing together, you should, I don't know if you've been watching it, G, but it's a match made in heaven. They playing off each other. Steph Curry playing off the ball. He getting the ball before he even get to his spot. He like, oh shit, I'm this open?
Right, he's like, you already got the ball, nobody around me?
Exactly, you feel me? And I feel like they should get that cohesiveness together. And because I don't even know if you've been peeping, but at the end of games, Steve Kerr ain't got no choice but to put Chris Paul in, G. Chris Paul probably a better coach than Steve Kerr already, G. He already a better point guard than he's ever been. What can Steve Kerr teach Chris Paul? At the end of games, you don't start Chris Paul, but at the end of games, they put Chris Paul in there because they know the best lineup is Steph and Chris Paul on the floor at the same time.
But how you know that's not his strategy? It's like Chris Paul.
I mean, I know that's he gonna say that's his strategy, like put Chris Paul on the bench. You feel me? And Chris Paul gonna. I mean, I guess, G. What up?
You know what I mean?
I guess.
Exactly.
Cause that was gonna happen anyway. That's what's really making me mad. Because instead of him being a good coach, he just doing this, and we gonna win games. But it's definitely it would definitely make more sense offensively, team cohesively for Chris Paul, who is so talented. Do you see Chris Paul? All these assists, no turnovers, and not looking for a shot, but still got this crazy mid-range? Come on, G. Let Chris Paul get comfortable. Chris Paul gonna lead the league in assists, and Steph Curry gonna damn near lead the league in scoring if they play together. It's really an unstoppable lineup. You feel me? Forget the defense, G. We ain't never played with no defense. Draymond done kind of play defense, but we played such a fast-paced offense, people couldn't catch up with us offensively. You feel me? Ugh, G. And it irritate me, G, because I can't really say nothing because we going to be winning games anyway because Chris Paul got our second unit looking better than the first unit.
Damn.
You feel me? This shit pissed me off because I can't say shit. The Warriors fans on my YouTube on my ass, G. They on my ass. They talking about, what are you talking about? Chris Paul making the second unit look so good. This is the perfect fit for him. The Warriors fans, this is the thing about Warriors fans. They never liked Chris Paul.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I guess I was part of them too, but when we was going against Chris Paul, when he played with the Rockets and the Clippers, it was always a disdain. And the Warriors fans, they such Steph fans that they just want to be like, well, Steph better. He made Chris Paul go to the bench because he's such a better point guard. And I'm like, G, this is not the time to be doing that, y'all. To be a team, this is Chris Paul, G. Chris Paul, bro. You need to be starting, G. I would start him. You would keep him off the bench, though.
I see the strategy in that. I know what you're saying. Like you like this because like you said, like that's what he's gonna say anyway. Like that's his whole strategy is just to have him as a closer because it'll be easier for that. But yeah, I agree. Like just keep him off the bench and just hope for the best and let Draymond start it off. If it get beat slow, bring Chris Paul in and then that'll be it. Like Chris Paul, he'll get the job done. But we just don't want nothing to happen to him because if he's prone to like injuries or anything like that, then it's like all you got, Draymond. What else you got there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like why play the whole game and you could just play him like a certain amount of minutes.
Yeah, I do like that he not playing as many minutes, less wear and tear on his body, better for the playoffs. Yeah. I guess y'all right. Whatever. Exactly. I don't like
they gonna need it and shit. They can't all be young and shit, all young and energized and 5-0, undefeated like the Boston Celtics and shit. But hey, it is what it is. It's the West. What can you do?
Yeah, we'll beat the Celtics when we play them. But whatever.
How about you? Who the only undefeated team?